Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Video Truder, and welcome back to Stellaris, the Impossible Run. Well, last time, things went pretty bloody well. We decided to go on a stupid military adventure to the far side of the galaxy to take on some killbots, and not only did we win, we took like half their territory off them, doubling the size of our empire pretty much, and picked up a giant pile of technology for our trouble, and of course, everybody flipping loves us because we're battling the killbots, so you're welcome, Galaxy. And today we need to convert those victories into some real long-term gains. Because for the time being, I'm not so worried about the Zero Index, because they've still got plenty of wars to be fought. In particular, yeah, the Silicron and the Great Northern Alliance of my old friends, they're still at war with the Zero Index, and the Zero Index have definitely had a bit of a battering, so hopefully, they will be further battered. Or possibly, because they're a machine empire and thus get some ridiculously massive bonuses, they might go on to, eat a fair bit of Silicon and Infinite Pond territory. We might need to do the whole containment war again in a couple of decades' time. But for the time being, my fleet took quite a battering itself. So we need to fall back, repair, and more importantly, tech up a bit, because, oh yeah, we have got some exciting new plasma weaponry to retrofit on every single ship in the fleet. To do all of that, though, we're going to need to fully embrace the economy of a megacorp, which means, we need to start producing refined goods to sell to make money. Now, right now, we have got ourselves, a decent amount of minerals, and an okayish amount of alloys, but we need way more alloys, yes, and that's absolutely fine. Fanfare can be a ridiculous powerhouse of production, and that's what we're going to be needing. We're going to be needing to set up Fanfare properly today to produce a ludicrous amount of alloys, because, we've got like 200 fleet capacity we're not using right now, and that is most definitely a very bad thing. We should be keeping our fleet capacity as full as possible. So, perfect world. We need to start mass producing alloys and thus fill up the fleet. As we start kicking off that production, though, we're going to be needing more raw materials. So, more mining districts, if you'd be so kind. Let's just get some of them queued up right here over in the mining area, just to make absolutely sure, we've got plenty of minerals. Admittedly, we can buy them on the cheap, but I'd rather not be at the mercy of the market, because, that price fluctuates a lot. Like, sometimes I see it down at, like, 0.49, right now it's 0.73, so that's 50% more than I have actually seen it on occasion, so I'd rather not have my key source of minerals fluctuating by like 50% at a time. That's definitely not a good idea. I'd rather produce as much of it myself as I can. Oh, and there's the advanced afterburners. Oh yeah. The next retrofit is going to be sexy and oh my. Oh my. Right, okay, we've got options here. Battleships or citadels. Go for battleships, alright? Battleships are sexy. Also, crucially, my corvettes are already up to 86% evasion. I'm pretty sure that caps out at... Doesn't that cap out at 90? Yeah, caps out at 90. But that does give me bonus speed, so it is still worth doing. And another huge one, research complex. Yes, so now I can start basically making all of my science buildings have 5 science jobs rather than 2 at a cost of gas, which is the one thing I can actually mass produce. I do have the buildings to convert minerals into gas. Bit on the expensive side, but I can do it. Ooh, and never turn down an extra 5% research speed. Yep, take that as soon as it shows up. Marvellous. Oh, I've got a lot of upgradable buildings, if only I had, enough raw materials for it. So, I'm pretty sure, the increase in research labs, that is, that's exotic gas 2 up to 5. Go on then, I'll take at least some of that, because, how much do we have in terms of population here? Right now only 79. I think I actually shipped some people off elsewhere. So, we could have more clerks here. But we do have plenty of basic people in, say, technician jobs. It might be nice to move upwards. In fact, if anything, shut down the technician jobs, actually. We don't really need those right now. Money's fine. I'd rather actually have you producing, trade value and amenities. Amenities is fine, but trade value is consumer goods, and consumer goods we are making a small loss on right now. But then, of course, the thing I actually do need to keep in mind here is Fanfare should really be the centre of my science, because, that's the First League capital right there. And also, aren't you formerly a relic world or something? Hang on. Yes, there we go. So all of my science is plus 10%. So, really, I want the science jobs here, to be honest. So we'll definitely be upgrading that and maybe building another one too. Yeah, go on then. This will be a really powerful science centre. In fact, that's a very good point. We have to go setting up some new sects and whatever. So, the relic world can totally have its own sector. Marvellous. Now it's got a sector, it can have a governor. So, relic worlds, as we've discussed, very, very good at science. Right now, happiness here is not great. Amenities aren't great either. We are working on that, okay? It's a work in progress. But yeah, this place is going to be... This place is going to be a bit of a generalist place, to be honest. So hang on, let's see who we can recruit here. We've got ourselves food up by 10%, not terrible. Crime down. You know what? Righteous, crime down. For the moment, you'll do. And as we're about to do a giant pile of fleet building, yeah, bring the governor, who was actually a retired fleet officer, back into service for build speed up, build cost down. You'll do just fine there. Meaning over on Fanfare, you don't have a governor at all right now. Fanfare should really be, yeah, something about production or science. So, any chance we've got someone new there? Oh, marvellous, an intellectual. Yep, bring him aboard. And Pristine Jewel can just be a Sector 2 because, honestly, why not? In fact, actually, we're going to be producing food over there, so... Ooh, hang on. Architectural or... Yeah, let's go for agrarian. We'll go for the foodie person. So you can be over there, and that means we've actually got ourselves, yeah, a spare person we're just paying to do nothing right now. So you can just... Actually, you know what? You're righteous as well, so actually I should just fire you. Yeah, we're going to fire you, and instead, the more experienced person can just govern this sector over here. There we go, that's better. Ah, now this is interesting. So, the little crime syndicate down here, the Tendrazoon, they actually own a lot of stuff I wouldn't mind getting my hands on, but they do sort of like me. Now, the question is, would they maybe be interested in, yeah, just working for me formally? No, definitely not, because, aha, they're just simply too strong right now, because despite being tiny, they've actually got themselves, yeah, some decent fleets, actually. They've done a very, very good job building a massive series of fleets, actually. Well, bloody done. You know what, let's just maintain a good relationship with them. I don't want to go to war against an empire that powerful just this second. In fact, yeah, they've probably got one of the most powerful fleets in the galaxy outside of the Fallen Empires, me and the Ducks, so, well done. Ooh, we may have a small problem here, so I was planning to just, yeah, basically ignore the L clusters until such time as I had to actually, yeah, maybe force them open to basically weaponize them against the rest of the galaxy. But I kind of put that plan on the back burner, because I don't need to weaponize them anymore. I'm doing pretty well myself, but unfortunately, yeah, other empires do have the option of doing that themselves. So my old friends, the Armata Syndicate, are apparently extremely close to opening up the L cluster. So if they do, that might mean the remaining L gates are about to go bananas and cause trouble. And I've got 2 L gates inside my empire, which is not good. Not good at all, actually. Okay, I've only got 2 L gate insights right now. However, I could actually get myself some more immediately using relics. Yeah, I've got 100 relics precisely, so I could get my way up to 4 straight away. Then, on top of that, hang on, I believe I can also use, yes, my friends over here in the Howling Vortex. You guys, the L gates. Okay, for just 5,000. You know what? Why not? In fact, is that repeatable? I don't know if that's repeatable. So, that immediately gets me up to, yep, 3. I've got enough money for this. Any chance we can... No. Only once every few years, unfortunately. Right. Also, I should really go and kill Shard at one point. Now, Mysteries of the Universe. Yes, indeed. The Ether Drake. Now, if I actually pay you the 1,000 for bonus damage... Is that also bonus damage versus Shard? I don't know, but it's only 1,000, so why not, just in case. Ah, yes, and I cancelled databank research bloody ages ago because I couldn't afford it, but now I very much can, so yeah, research speed 10%, most definitely. In fact, while I'm thinking about it, the other guys as well, the artist guys, we should probably get them on board for, yeah, some lovely, lovely bonus Unity. Oh yeah, Unity plus 10% for just 5 grand for 10 years, that's a deal, that's absolutely fine, and yeah, Festival is for if they really like you, but an art piece, only 600 for the art monument decision, amenities plus 15%, immigration pool plus 50%. You know what? I'm going to say yes to that, because Fanfare could most definitely do with an art monument, yes. Because, yeah, we'll get people moving over to the planet faster, which is good, and the amenities will be worth more, which is good, because this planet is going to grow really fast. That's definitely a good idea. Oh, and even better, gene tailoring's done, so we can now start self-modifying our species if we want to. Absolutely bloody sexy. Oh, and hello there! Arcane Deciphering, reverse engineer minor artifacts, so I can break down artifacts for random tech bonuses. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. But I can't turn down civic slots +1. Civics are huge, so get that done instead. Maybe we'll come back to the other one later. Also, I totally forgot this whole time that tiny sands can have moat harvesting traps on them because it's got that special crystal moat desert, whatever the thing is. So, yeah, I've just been leaving 2 moats on the table for bloody ages. Oh, I think the time of the zero index might actually be coming to an end here. We've got ourselves, yep, the Istrans doing a great job reclaiming territory. The Infinite Pond have squeezed out a huge amount of land over here. The Silicon have sort of been locked away, but hang on, where are the actual forces of, yeah, the zero index? Maybe. Some of them are trapped up north, because we got ourselves, right, there's some Almerta space over here. I'm assuming the zero index took it, then the Almertas took it back, so they've just got that tiny area. They've got this tiny bit of land right here for some reason. But yeah, actually, I might have just broken the back of the zero index, and now the Infinite Pond are going to finish them off. You know, Asnorf is literally my only shipyard on this side of the galaxy. I should definitely get that up to a Star Fortress. Potentially get down, yeah, maybe a 4th or even 5th shipyard, together with some more buildings, potentially. Yeah, some more buildings might be nice. Also, I had a thought, which is, yeah, these 2 mysterious systems back here that we don't know what they are or what they do. Now, you're not allowed to actually move a ship into an unscanned area unless it's a science ship. But these ships I've inherited from the Varin Guardians, they've actually got themselves, yeah, the ability to do tactical jumps. So I was just thinking whether maybe, just maybe, you're allowed to tactical jump to systems you haven't scanned yet, because I've no idea if that's a thing. So let's see if I'm actually even allowed to do that. So, okay. It has activated a countdown. Oh, flip, it actually flipping worked. Right, so I haven't scanned this area, but I'm allowed to just be here anyway. That's nice. How long until I'm off cooldown, by the way? 200 days, not so bad. And apparently, yeah, there's actually a wormhole here. So, somebody could have already got to this system. I just don't know where that wormhole leads. Yeah, to be honest, I was mainly interested in this system because I was wondering whether there might be, like, you know, another lovely, sexy, holy planet I could settle here. But no, tragically not. Also, the food situation has now reached the point where, yeah, we're actually full up on food. So, okay, flog some of it to the market, I guess. So, Strike Force Kraken is currently being repaired. But yeah, the bigger change that needs to be made here is they need to be 1, reinforced, and 2, upgraded. But may as well do the upgrade first here. This is why I need a giant pile of alloys as fast as possible, because upgrading is not cheap. Not cheap at all. So those guys should now be... there we go. They're now docked. Right, begin the upgrade for, ouch, 1,000 alloys. That is certainly a bit on the expensive side. Still, shouldn't take too long to do, because it's not actually that many ships, and we can just about afford that. The problem is that's pretty much burnt all of our alloys right there. Now, I could buy more, but that's really stupidly expensive. Instead, no, hang on. Back over to Fanfare here. What more can we do? Ah, the problem is we literally don't have enough workers here right now. There's not enough people to actually do all of the jobs. So, alright. Over to the slave market. Does anyone need, like, liberating or anything? No, no slaves are available. No one actually needs the money enough to justify selling pops, which is the cleverest thing to do, so fair enough. Okay. In which case... who doesn't need population? Because I'm going to be honest. So, Loshix, the former planet of the Istrans, that's just basically sitting there, right now, doing nothing particularly worthy of note. Not being particularly happy, there's not enough amenities, there's not enough anything. So, how about as we've actually got unemployed people anyway, and we've got a bunch of people being like farmers and technicians, and we don't need any of that right now, how about we basically just move all of you over to Fanfare? It's going to be a bit on the expensive side, but honestly, money barely even matters. This is definitely for the better. So, okay, unemployed specialist, you're definitely going over. Only 150. That is cheap. That is really cheap. And basically, everyone who's like a miner or anything, not robots though, because it's only people that can be promoted. Yeah, technicians. We don't need technicians. So, this will cause buildings to be destroyed. Ah, thank you for the warning. Okay. Am I willing to basically trash the infrastructure of this place in order to... Oh, it's already been a bit trashed. Maybe some of these guys were partly exterminated at some point. I'm not sure. Okay. If I'm willing to... yeah, just basically demolish some of this because it doesn't actually fit on our planet anyway, so it's fine. 35 right now. If I wanted to move a bunch of stuff off... Okay, this is... that's a basic stronghold. That's not bad because that's FTL inhibition, I believe. Okay. Energy grid, that's not doing anything, so just demolish that, no problem whatsoever. And then, what else is not so useful? Food processing, that's useful. Some extra crystals, not bad at all. Do we really need basic research labs here? No, because I'm about to ship you off to a place where the research is much more efficient anyway. So you can all just naff off at this point, that's great. So now I should be able to ship, what, another... 15 people off world? Marvellous. So, all of you, over to Fanfare if you'd be so kind. Okay, so Loshix is now down to 25 pops, of which a great number are actually robots right now. Like, a third of the entire population is robots. So, hopefully, there won't be like a massive robot uprising or anything. Probably not. And on top of that, I suspect some of those farmers are going to immediately become managers because a bunch of jobs just became available. And that has massively increased the amount of everything over on Fanfare. Absolutely magnificent. In which case, keep on keeping on. More foundries. We need more alloys. But then again, ooh, hang on. No, we don't. I've shipped so many people over there. Yeah, unfortunately, we've now got a bit of a problem, which is... they're not going to be very happy here. So what we need to do now instead is one leisure arcology, just to make everyone chill the flip out. After we're done with that, yep, planetary capital, absolutely love it. And then beyond that, hang on, how are you guys dealing with crime? Because right now we've only got, yeah, one enforcer. And that building upgrade's going to give me, yeah, an additional enforcer. So that should deal with the crime, no problem at all. And with that, alloys jumps up to plus 130. Good, but not good enough. We still need to do more. Right, upgrades for Strike Force Kraken are almost complete. So once that's done, that fleet should be significantly more powerful. In fact, yeah, I think we can see it getting more powerful as time ticks by. Marvellous. Yep, straight from 7.3 up to 7.7. And also, we need reinforcements, and we can just about afford that, actually. Beautiful. So Snorf jumps into life. Bunch of destroyers need to be trained up. Apparently you guys lost all of your point defense, so that's all absolutely fine. Let's start, yeah, filling up that lovely, lovely naval capacity. Okay, let's think this through very carefully here, because the thing is, Fanfare probably shouldn't be my capital of science and production, because one, it'll be too crowded, and two, it's not actually well set up for that. As a former Relic World, it gets plus 10% to science production, but current Relic Worlds are actually better than that. They've actually got themselves, yeah, there we go, they actually get themselves a beautiful, beautiful plus 15, so that's actually a little bit better. You know what? The population of Snorf could probably do with being thinned out a bit, and yes indeed. Okay, focus on this. So Vetin Vitar, that's going to be the science capital. Fanfare, production capital. Snorf, that's just going to be the capital. We're just sentimental about it. But it's not actually, you know, that good at anything. What we just want to do is, yeah, send as many snivlets as we can. Because snivlets are intelligent and good at, depending on whether they're rats or donkeys, yeah, engineering or physics, respectively. So let's just send a bunch of basic miners and whatever over there, because then they can become researchers, which they're very well set up to be. Okay, now they're all over there. So number one, repair the gene clinics, because, yeah, we're going to be needing some extra amenities. That's all absolutely fine. Straight away, we've got ourselves a giant pile of researchers, and that is that is a good amount of science straight away. That's not bad at all. And the other advantage of a relic world, of course, the industrial sector. So yeah, free gas, free motes, free crystals. Not bad at all. So we can produce strategic resources here, do a flip ton of science, everything's going to be lovely. But yeah, for now, just settle. Build a basic city. We need housing, we need amenities, we need more jobs. Once that's done, corporate culture never flipping hurts. Yeah, just get corporate culture down as well. Beyond that, we're sort of out of money for now, but that's fine. That's good enough as a starting point. Oh, it's a good day. Civic slots +1, system capital complex, and on top of that, I think it's Zarklan Day. Oh, everybody loves Zarklan Day. It's the best day. Starbase capacity +2, that's not bad either. Take the fleet command limit up, though. We need to start building up the fleets. And right now, yeah, they're a bit too all over the place. Right, Zarklan... Wait, hang on. No, that's not Zarklan Day. That's Civic Point Day. That's fine too, though. Both of those are good. 250 influence, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Okay, what do we need to do here? What is the good thing to take? Brand loyalty is not bad for bonus unity. That's not bad in the slightest. Franchising in terms of, ooh, branch officers on our Empire Sprawl. Hang on, how is Empire Sprawl looking right now? Because we've got an admin capacity of 90, Empire Sprawl is 268. Now, we have expanded a bit wildly recently, that's certainly true. So, it might be better, in terms of getting, yeah, tech and tradition costs down, to sell some of the more useless systems back over to the Istrans, the Silicron. They'll probably pay good money for systems that aren't actually that good. But yeah, the important thing is, of that 268, only 18 is from 9 big branch officers. So, branch officers are already cheap, so that's not really worth doing. Okay, private military companies is not terrible, but naval contractors, that's the big one. We are a bit militarist, so we do get naval capacity +15%. That's... Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one right there. Unity up 15%. Or, yeah, naval capacity up by 15%. The thing is, Unity I can boost with my trade policy if I need Unity in a hurry. I can make ludicrous amounts of Unity through my trade policy. I'm going to take naval contractors. That is a huge, huge boost right there, going straight up to 283. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so to actually fill up my fleets up to where they should be, I'm going to be needing... ouch, 9,000 odd alloys. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, could I speed this up just by buying some alloys right now? What's the price of an alloy? Only 20. Honestly, that's not that much, but then that's still like, yeah, 1,250 for basically all the money I've got in the world. I'd clear out my savings for that, and that's not good. That's definitely not good at all, because... I could produce that many alloys in, like, yeah, 10 months, a bit less. So, no, that's not a good deal. Oh, but here's something sexy, though. Research institutes. So, science and science directors and researcher output +15%. Yes, abso-flipping-lutely. Okay, the bare minimum, I can afford to do some upgrades. So, let's start upgrading Strike Force Cerberus. It's a bit battered, but let's just get it up to snuff at the bare minimum. Right, Supremacy Tree continues as well. That is, yes, ship build cost down 10%. That's just flippin' lovely. Together with Starbase damage. No, take the cost. We are doing building right now. Focus on that. In fact, that drops the amount of money I need to do full upgrades down from 9,000 to 8,000. So that's a massive, massive improvement. Ooh, here's an interesting one. The Silicrons have decided they wouldn't mind having a defensive pact with us. Now, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting indeed. Me and the Silicron, yeah, they're actually kind of between the two halves of my empire. You know what? I'm going to say yes to that. Me and the Silicron get on just fine. Now, of any chance, would they maybe at some point like to form... Ooh. They might like to form a federation at some point. Now that could be of interest right there. It's not something I'm in a rush to do because, yeah, Federation's the main benefit you've got there at the moment is the Federation fleet. An upkeep-free fleet, which, if you actually invest in the diplomacy tree, can be worth an awful, awful lot of strength. Quite simply, Federations can field more firepower together than the individual members would be able to do alone. Your personal fleet's slightly smaller, but when you actually factor in the Federation fleet, you're actually stronger. The President gets to control the Federation fleet, and the president is no longer on rotation, that's how it used to be. Now the president is just whoever the strongest member is. So, yeah, if I was the strongest member and I'm stronger than the Silicron, I'd get to just permanently control the joint fleet, which could be very, very useful indeed, potentially. But it's only worth doing if that's the only way you've actually got to produce additional ships. Right now I've got tons of spare fleet capacity, so it's not worth doing until I've filled all of that up. Although I did just have a little bit of a thought, which is, some of these worlds, do we actually really want or need them anymore when you think about it? Because in many ways, the core of the Empire is now Fenhabarnis and Vetin Vatar. So, actually, these tiny worlds that we put down right at the beginning, do we actually really, need them for, anything? Like, are they actually really that useful to me? Would all of these people be more use over on Fenhabarnis? Because I'd argue they would be. And that might mean, yeah, basically significantly downsizing Tiny Sands, which feels appropriate because, it's called Tiny Sands, and basically resettling the vast majority of the population over to Fenhabarnis, where they could be a lot more use, and I think that's actually a good idea. Okay, let's get rid of the stuff we don't need here, because one Megaforge. Okay, fine, but we hardly need it. Get rid of this, we definitely don't need that. In fact, you know what, just straight up demolish it, because I believe we can have ourselves... Are you allowed one more moat harvesting trap here? Because that's definitely worth building if you can. No, these dust caverns only give me one moat harvesting trap. Gotcha. So I need to have enough people here to maintain that moat harvesting trap. A business management nexus is not a bad thing either. Having a Cyto revitalization center, that's okay. Exotic gas refineries, we can build those anywhere. That's not important. So demolish that. This is just jobs to keep people busy. Get rid of that too. Mega forges are not bad. A stronghold's sort of okay. You know what? We'll keep the planet at that level. That's a perfectly decent level right there. Now that's created 7 unemployed people immediately, and that's absolutely perfect because guess what, guys? You're going somewhere else. Okay, population of Fenhabarnis jumps up to 74. And that should now mean, yeah, we've got plenty of jobs to fill all of these positions. That's all absolutely lovely right there. So that's already right up to full on the metalworkers. And also, giant pile of clerks for the first time in bloody forever. That's fine. Planetary capital's coming in. Foundry archaeology's coming in. So that's plenty of new refinery type jobs for you guys. Marvellous. Probably best we just get a basic precinct house here because, yeah, population here is going to go a bit nuts at some point. So having a couple of police officers... probably a good idea. Okay, New Rome can probably stay pretty much as it is. Those have actually got the ability to have, double max moat harvesting. Right, replace that with the second moat harvesting. So we need moat harvesting to keep Fenhabarnis running. So you keep doing that, but 2 of you guys can actually just, move elsewhere. And here we go, on Forlorn Hope, some of you guys are scientists for some reason. So, no. Get rid of that. So now, we should be able to ship off, yes, a fair few people over to our new science capital, Vetin Vatar. So you guys just shuffle over there. Okay, so we've just engaged in a bit more population movement there. So Fenhabarnis at 86, Vetin Vatar at 24, only 45% happiness because, yeah, we're really lacking in housing right now. But that's fine. We are upgrading this place nice and fast. Everything's under control. Ah, gosh darn it, I missed my chance there. The Silicrons just actually joined, yeah, the Big Blue Federation. So, okay, Federations are a mess. It's not neighbours, it's just people, all over the flippin' shop. So they're now joined up with the Spukshalaks and the Justicans. But, me and the Spukshalaks get on really, really well these days, actually. Up to 234. Amazing to think the bitter war we had once upon a time. In fact, now I'm curious which is actually the strongest federation. I'm going to assume it's still the Northern Federation because those guys have actually got, yeah, the Infinite Pond in them. And the Infinite Pond is, well, last time I checked, they were actually equivalent fleet power to me. That's not bad at all, together with superior technology and economy. So those guys are doing very, very well indeed. Together with, hang on, check it on the others for the time being. The Tenants of Tabby, not doing so hot. Possibly they were completely smashed by the Zero Index at some point. Ooh, And here's fun. So, remember back when Rome was an independent nation? Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. The Infinite Pond just sort of ate them. So at this point, I'd say New Rome is really kind of the true spiritual home of the Romans. And speaking of Federation fleets, there's actually the Duck Federation fleet right there, which appears to have been constructed, out of a lovely blend of things, but mainly avian style. So, oh, blimey, just tearing stuff apart there. Yeah, mainly the avian style, and a little bit of the arthropoid style. So, I'm guessing that's mainly funded by the Mighty Ducks, with a little bit of funding from the Sethede as well. Okay, Strike Force Cerberus has now been upgraded, so those guys are up to 9,900, not bad at all. And go on, let's start just producing some additional forces right there. Not enough to fill up the fleet, but close enough, not doing so bad. As for the very large Strike Force Pegasus, which is a new backup fleet we hadn't actually used in combat yet, right, that's going to be 2,500 just to get them up to the current standard. But I'm pretty happy to actually... Oh, hello. There's... is that by any chance the... Yay, the enigmatic cache is back. It's just doing its rounds in my territory again. Marvellous. Right, fleet command limit goes up to 80. Not bad at all. Could get that up to 100 too. Or... Okay, bit more society research. Yeah, I like this one, by the way. I do like this one, this here policy. So yeah, leader lifespan plus 10 years, leader level cap plus 1. They're more expensive, but honestly, that's chicken feed in the grand scheme of things. Definitely worth doing. Oh, I've just noticed one small thing though. So, Duckburg's apparently in a bit of trouble right now. Duckburg is literally blockaded. They are occupied by the Zero Index. Not a massive fleet, but... Guys, where are your forces right now? Because I feel like you'd want to be, you know, maybe going to assist your capital, which is currently being bombarded by killbots. It's not even a massive fleet, just 3,500, but they are bombing the planet right now. Also, I may have been a bit overzealous, basically taking everybody off their land and jobs and everything in order to basically just pad out Fenhabarnis, because now we're losing food, and also losing exotic gases. So I'm guessing that's because, yeah, I tore down some of those factories. So that's fine. We'll buy some more just to keep us going for the minute. That's absolutely a-okay. 500 will do for now. So go on then, over on the mining world, as that's where the minerals are already, let's just get, some more exotic gas into production. That'd be lovely. And Vet and Vatar, you guys get yourselves down, one basic research lab would be great. We definitely need one research lab over there. After you're done with that, however, start actually throwing up the... Hang on, there must be a gas harvesting well. Yes, gas extraction well. So that's going to produce 2 right there. Beautiful. After you're done with that, upgrade this here gene clinic into a proper hospital. That'll then start paying for itself in terms of growth and whatever. Yeah, that's probably a good starting point. Bearing in mind, we've got 8 researchers right here already, which is beautiful. In fact, you know what? Now that we're saying that Fenhabarnis is not going to be a big science centre, because it's not the most appropriate one, we'll keep the big research complexes we've already invested in, but get rid of these other ones, just replace them, hang on, just replace them when the time is right, with some exotic gas refineries, because, you do often find that over on big city planets, because jobs you'd normally need to actually, be building buildings to create are instead created by districts, there's not really that much to build here, so I may as well do production here instead. Also, I bet my flipping edicts have all worn off. That's probably what's going on here. Yes, indeed. You know what? Education, hooray! Recycling, hooray! Healthcare, hooray! Capacity overload, hooray! Farming subsidies, oh, marvellous. Right, I've solved all my problems by throwing money at them, great. Also, there's that battleship. Oh, you gotta love those battleships. And as battleships are coming in, let's actually start getting carrier operations set up, because I do like my battleships to be carriers. Okay, Strike Force Kraken. You guys come over here for a second, because over here we've also got ourselves Strike Force Hydra, which is just a handful of cruisers, and, one of the new Zarkland's Pilgrims. That's 14. You know what? You guys just, merge together into one beautiful, lovely advanced fleet. There you go. And then pad you out with some new stuff. That's all lovely. So that's going to be a powerful fleet, Strike Force Kraken, when it's ready to go. We'll need a handful of upgrades. We can do that right now. But yes, here we go. The first flipping battleship. No. That's definitely not what I want, game. Now that'll do as a starting point, definitely. Oh, there's that research institute. Yes, abso-flipping-lutely yes. And finally, the building I've been waiting so long for, the ability to produce my own moats out of minerals. Spot on. And you know what? I'm just going to do it. Over on Snorf, we're going to have 5 shipyards for a ridiculous mass production capability. Together with the Hyperlane Registrar, just to, you know, slightly speed up the ships on their way out. Just as, like, you know, a friendly wave goodbye. And more megastructures are starting to appear. The Damana Hive Mind, they've got themselves their first gateway. Lardy flippin' da. And oh my, I think the Zero Index are pretty much done at this point. They are looking very, very weak indeed. The Peacocks are taking advantage, just moving in and knocking them the flip over. There's, wow, the flipping Queptilian Primums have just come over here to help themselves. There's Infinite Pond, this is going to be some messy, messy borders when it's done, by the way. This is going to be a horrendous mess. And with the Justicans heading straight back after the Zero Index, that means, yep, just because of the rules of Federation, the Silicrons are heading back in too. So, yeah, okay. I think the Zero Index have officially been taken care of, so that threat has been extinguished, which is good news. I was worried they might be able to bounce back. Now, as for my empire, as I was saying, at this point there's a bunch of trash territory around here I don't really need for anything. Some of it, like, say, yeah, this system over here, complete flipping garbage. This system, not so great. He's over here, absolutely worthless. So, let's just see if, out of interest, the Spuxulax might be willing to buy that at a very good price. Here we go. So this system over here, Alathion, they're willing to actually buy that at a price of 1 monthly alloy for 11 years. So that's, what, 132 alloys over the next decade or so. It's not spectacular, but it might be worth doing, you know. That might just be worth doing. Basically just selling this little area to the highest bidder. Then again, okay, maybe that's not worth quite enough. 132. I mean, I'm making 185 a month. So that feels not great, to be honest. Okay, I'll hold on to it for now. But yeah, do keep that in mind as an option in the future. I might want to just sell some of this stuff later. Alright, we've just about got the money together to actually start, yeah, performing the upgrades for Strike Force Pegasus. Full-size fleet. Right now it's strength 5,500. And yeah, over on Snorf we're about to actually pick up shipyard number 5. 4 is already down. So, that should start happening very, very quickly indeed. Oh yeah, just look at those upgrades fly. That is sexy. And it's finally Zarklan Day for real as well. All glory to Zarklan! Oh, there's those chemical plants. Though for the time being, yeah, we've got plenty of moats, but we're going to be needing more and more and more. And by the way, was that Hyperdrive 3? I think we could do with Hyperdrive 3. Then again, the archaeological lab's now +2, but then again, hang on. Do I need that anymore? Am I going to run into any more archaeological dig sites? I doubt it, to be honest. Take Hyperdrive 3, that's more important. By the way, what did you guys just finish up? That is, aha, selected lineage. Yes, that's very, very good indeed. And advanced food processing, that's not bad. Leader upkeep -10%. That's, I can do without that, to be honest. Yeah, take the advanced processing centers. More food just in case. In fact, you know what? This is probably a good time to actually look over the policies. There's probably some policies I've been completely ignoring for bloody ages. So, okay, what do we need to change here? Selective lineage. Yeah, selective lineage is definitely good. Better leaders that live longer. Good idea. We've got the food for nutritional plenitude for the time being. We are floating a militarized economy and have been for bloody ages, which is, you know what? That's probably okay. We do need the alloys, up to 185 at the minute. That's not so bad. And you know what? Though we don't actually have any proper robots in our empire right now, if any do show up, they can be citizens, because why not? Other than that, nothing we need to change there, so that's all absolutely a-okay. And at this point, yeah, the Zero Index is down to overwhelming technology, but pathetic fleet, inferior economy. Yeah, with their fleets destroyed, all of the technology in the world doesn't matter anymore. They just cannot stand up to constant attacks from all sides. And though they're doing their best to just, yeah, do a few hit and runs, there is a massive, massive fleet of ducks just passing through, taking it back the moment it's taken. Zero Index are still causing some problems, however. A bunch of humans have just arrived at Tiny Sands. We might move them to Fen Habarnis in a second. And yeah, the new Pilgrims of Zarklan, just move them into, yeah, the old fleet, if you'd be so kind. So that fleet's now at 36,000. Very, very good indeed. And we're still lacking in a handful of exotic gases, so yeah, over on the mining world, just one more set of gas refineries, please. Just a handful more there. Though you guys are also a bit on the miserable side, apparently, so we might want to sort that out too. Okay, things are starting to settle down really nicely over on Vetin Vitar. So that place is now producing 89 sociology, 75 engineering, 81 in the way of physics. Very, very good indeed. That's off the back of, 10 researchers, entirely snivellets of varying stripes. So yeah, just give them a bit more housing, then just give them a little bit more in the way of corporate culture, then start introducing more and more science jobs. That's what we need to do. Marvellous. And by the way, we're swimming in food, so yeah, get people moving to this planet as fast as possible, please. Oh, but here's nice. An L-gate insight. Okay, hang on. Give me an L-gate insight. Go back over to my friends in the science centre. By now, they must have another insight to actually sell me. Yeah, 5 grand for that. Abso-flippin'-lutely. And oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so it's been going well. I mean, we had a good run. We had a great run. Absolutely spectacular run. We have done so well so far. It's been great. Hope you've enjoyed this series. It's been a good series as far as I'm concerned. But now there are subspace echoes, which means, because the game started rolling the dice nice and early, not enough empires ever actually got up, like, AI or warp drives for the contingency or the unbidden to spawn in. So instead, the swarm is on its way. The giant biological devouring reaver creatures are coming. The question now is, where are they going to be arriving? Because, oh bloody hell. At least we've got a bit of warning with this one. You get a bit of warning. You get time to prepare yourselves. Okay, situation log. Yeah, don't worry about the L-gates anymore. That kind of just became completely flipping irrelevant. The coming storm. A mysterious cluster of subspace contacts has been detected. We don't actually know where they're arriving. What I do know is all my territory is very much on the interior of the galaxy. So I'm not going to be on the front line. If they arrive in the south, I'll be pretty much on the front line. If they're heading up north, not so much. And if they were heading over here, that'd be really worrying. Because these empires are not the strongest at all. They wouldn't be able to repel it. If they were to arrive over here, problem is the tenets of Tabby are really flimsy. The Infinite Pond might be able to help them out, but oh dear. Oh, we are so super boned. Okay, everything just got a lot more flipping urgent. Like, hugely more flipping urgent. We need to get Fen Habanis mass-producing alloys, like, right now. Plus 181, that's great, but it's not good enough to not die. So, new residential, because, we do actually need something in the way of housing. Specialist unemployment. That's fine. We've got jobs coming in. It's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. It might be okay. The priorities just shifted here. We have to get science, and we have to get alloys. Okay? Science, I need to get myself nice and ahead in terms of tech. Alloys, I need to produce a fleet. Now, coming up on 500 fleet capacity, that's not terrible. That's not bad at all, but we need more. Okay, just begin reinforcing. Begin reinforcing as fast as we can. Snorf can seriously pump out those ships right now, and corvettes are cheap, fast to produce. We've got a very good, appropriate local governor who's going to help out with this, so that's all absolutely a-okay. We're going to start getting out these ships really damn fast now. Plus 181, it's not terrible. It'll do. I am feeling mildly panicked right now. Ooh, Greater Spuckshadak's got a new spot on it. What do you guys need, by the way? Probably signs at this point, or additional fleet capacity. Yeah, you know what? 10 more fleet capacity. Get that in play. We need the fleets right now. Oh, and the Vryn Guardians have just given me a giant pile of money. Not the good kind of money, the terrible kind of money, but whatever. Thanks, guys. Okay, new tradition. Great game. Yeah, bit more defense on the borders. Gonna be completely useless, but whatever. Oh, I've just realised we've got another big problem. Okay, right. So, my fleet is reasonably well set up to deal with the swarm because I'm using heavy plasma weapons. Plasma weapons are very effective against hull, armor, not good against shields. The swarm doesn't come with shields, they've just got hull and armor. That's great, but the best way to take them out is extremely long-range artillery. I don't have any extremely long-range artillery because it simply hasn't shown up in the research deck yet. So, I've not got a single battlecruiser on the field. I've got no extra large weaponry. I've got no Titans. I've got... oh, bloody hell. Oh, that's not good. I mean, I've got the battlecruisers, but the battlecruisers are actually kind of not well set up, as in, yeah, the ones from Zarklan. I mean, all glory to them and all that, but yeah, focused arc emitters, their greatest strength is total bypass of shield. We're going to be sending them up against creatures that have no shields, which is not good. Whirlwind missiles give you shield penetration, no shields. And other than that, yeah, just basic medium plasma. Actually, these massive battlecruisers are not going to be that useful at all at taking on the swarm. They're just not well set up for it, and that's a concern. Because the discovery of the head of Zarklan kind of kept me going during this game. That's basically the foundation on which I've built everything. And now the zealots of Zarklan are going to be completely... oh, time is running out too fast. We've got the breach point confirmed. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's literally on the far side of the galaxy from me, which is kind of terrible news, actually. Because, yeah, as a human with a human brain, I've probably got the best chance of dealing with these guys. And they are just going to... okay, they're going to smash into that megachurch, who has pathetic fleet power. This is such bad news, because it means that basically the swarm is guaranteed to get a foothold in the galaxy without any significant opposition whatsoever. Do you guys even have any friends, by the way? No, you're part of an incredibly flimsy alliance with the Khan Vassam, and they're not going to be helping out. They're too far away, and oh no. And the thing is, I can't really go and get involved in that business because I'd be fighting away from my defences, unable to heal, unable to reinforce at any speed. If I throw my fleet away against I don't know what it is, oh, we're going to be completely boned. Okay, this is fine. Me and the church get on A-OK, so how about me and you trade active sensor link? Because I'd like to see what the bloody hell's going on. There we go. So now I've got visibility, and 13,000 is nothing. This, as a reminder, is a 5x crisis. It is as strong as it can be. Now, the swarm does arrive in 2 waves. There's the little mini wave that's just like the Vanguard, then the proper wave comes. So, defeating the mini wave is certainly possible, but oh no. I'm not ready. I am not flipping ready. 2336... the crisis is arriving. The mid-game crisis never flipping happened. The Fallen Empires haven't even woken up yet. The Khan can't be flipping bothered to do anything. Okay, actually, hang on. There is a potential Khan over here. Okay, one advantage we do have is, where are the Fallen Empires that might stir? We've got ourselves the Materialists over here, and yeah, the Xenophiles down here. You're probably the closest, but you're probably not really close enough to get involved early enough. Oh, this is... none of this is good. You know, I've just realised something. If I just left the Zero Index alone, and basically let them dominate that entire quarter of the galaxy, there is actually a decent chance the Zero Index would have been able to give the swarm a decent fight, and potentially, at the bare minimum, have slowed them down enough that I'd have time to get myself set up properly, but that's not going to be a thing anymore, because the Zero Index is about to cease to exist. So basically, by saving the galaxy, I have doomed it. I've got myself, yeah, probably not quite 100,000 fleet power, and when the swarm shows up in full, it's going to be arriving potentially with millions when the full lot arrives. So, we will not go quietly into the night, ladies and gentlemen, but into the night I fear we are indeed going. Next time, it is the beginning of the end. The first wave will arrive. I don't know how strong that's going to be, but thanks to the shared visibility I've got with the megachurch, we will find out very, very soon indeed. If I can assist, I will go and assist, because yes indeed, that territory is not too far from the wormhole. In theory, I can send my entire fleet there in the not too distant future. The only question is, do I actually want to? And even if I don't want to, should I do it anyway? Because if I don't win now, when am I going to be able to win? Well, when I've got battle cruisers, when I've got extra large weapons, when I've got the ability to batter them with long range artillery, which I can't do right now. The race is on, ladies and gentlemen. Next time, Flip only knows what's about to happen. Things are about to go bananas. This has gone better than I could possibly have hoped, but now the real flipping monsters arrive. We will see how or if we can deal with them next time. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nut, and this has been Stellaris, the Impossible Run. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.